The Republican Party doesn't think unemployed people should get anything during the pandemic. Does libertarian economist Charles Sauer agree? Check it out. Leave your comments, ding the bell, share it with your friends, and subscribe to our channel. Welcome back. Thom Hartmann here with you. On the line with us is our old buddy Charles Sauer, the libertarian economist and president of the Market Institute, the author of Profit Motive, What Drives the Things We Do. MarketInstitute.org is his website, and Charles Sauer, S-A-U-E-R, is his Twitter handle. Charles, welcome back to the program. It's been a while since we've talked. I'm wondering how a libertarian, the libertarian position on unemployment insurance has always been there shouldn't be any such thing, that's government interference in the private marketplace. How do you continue to justify that in the face of a pandemic?
Well, I think that there's several levels to this. First off, we've debated enough. I think that you know that I don't want to just go from where we're at to no unemployment insurance. And if we look at the way that government responded to the pandemic, we would have to say or agree. I don't know. I don't know if you would agree with me, but I have to say that the best help that was given was actually expanding the unemployment insurance. There's a lot of things that I disagreed with in the first pandemic response bill, but the fact that it happened fast was good. I wish they would have done more for unemployment insurance faster, because I think those are the people that needed it, instead of helping out, some of my friends that weren't unemployed, helping out me, helping out people that didn't need help. People that were unemployed needed help, and they needed help quickly.
Yeah, I've been taking the position for some time, and although the book was written long before COVID came along, but I've got a new book out, The Hidden History of Monopolies, How Big Business Destroyed the American Dream. And just making the assertion that if a big airline is being run in a incompetent fashion, or an oil company, or, fill in the blanks, if they're failing for, frankly, any reason, including this virus, that government should not be bailing them out. If they fail, it will create a hole in the marketplace that 1,000, young, scrappy entrepreneurs are going to leap into, and it's going to make the marketplace more vibrant. But
and it's even beyond that. I think one of my things is that if a business was failing because of the pandemic, it would incentivize them to actually go out of business or close shop if they knew their employees were going to be safe. So some businesses stayed open and continued to lose money just to keep their employees on the payroll. If you have a good unemployment system, which, in my ideal world would be privately financed, individuals would self-insure themselves. But under our current system, it would have encouraged and did encourage businesses to make the right decisions.
So are you officially renouncing libertarianism here on this program?
No, I'm a libertarian, but, I'm a sane libertarian where we have to take things in steps. We can't just get rid of unemployment insurance in the middle of a pandemic. The fact is that we have unemployment insurance, and since the left has pushed that on us, we should use it for what it is instead of funding other stimulus items that didn't do any help, giving money to large corporations that didn't need money. That was not a good way to spend money when that money could have gone to unemployed people.
Yeah, well, we're in agreement about that latter point, but let's say that your vision of unemployment insurance, that is to say that there should be no government unemployment insurance, period, full stop. We should go back to where we were in 1934 before the unemployment insurance was first passed as a law. That you had succeeded in doing that, say, 5 years ago when you were advocating that in this program.
Yep.
How would people survive lacking unemployment insurance?
Well, first off, people would likely have had it. In a system where there's no unemployment insurance, currently unemployment insurance is paid for. It's paid for by the employers. It's paid for by the employees. And that comes out of the money that they would make in their salaries. So people are already paying for unemployment insurance. This isn't magic money that the government just pulls out of nowhere or pulls out of their hat.
Actually, it is, Charles. A lot of it, right now, almost all of it is magic money that's being pulled out of the hat. Well, it's actually borrowed money, but, the point is the same. There are not private unemployment insurance companies, and the unemployment insurance system doesn't run with a segregated fund like Social Security does. So, we are pulling money out of the general treasury to pay for people. But again, the question, if the government wasn't doing this at all, are you saying that private companies would be doing this?
Yeah, private companies would jump in this market in a second.
And would you mandate that?
More money. Why you don't have to mandate that somebody sells a Snickers bar. People want a Snickers bar. You don't have to mandate that people sell life insurance or disability insurance. The fact is since the government is involved, the private sector has left the market. We're likely going to see something.
Well, hang on just a second, Charles. Life insurance is cheap. And disability insurance is actually where individuals are buying disability insurance as a standalone product is vanishingly rare. I don't know the exact numbers, but I'd be astonished if over 5% of Americans buy disability insurance. So if you're making unemployment insurance an optional private insurance policy, it's going to cost you more than life insurance, and you and I both know that. How many American workers do you actually think are going to say, yeah, out of my $500 a week or a pay period paycheck, please take $60 for unemployment insurance? I don't think it's going to happen. And then you're going to end up with a situation where 80-90% of your unemployed workforce, as a result of whether it's the every 7-year crashes that capitalism produces, or whether it's the every 100-year pandemic thing, you're going to have massive numbers of people unemployed, out of houses, homeless, starving. This would be a screaming disaster. This is my complaint about libertarianism, Charles. If you can explain this to me, and I'll give you the next 3 minutes to do it. But the thing that makes me crazy is that it's always fixing things on the back end. It's not anticipating problems.
No, look, it's fairly simple. Instead of having made up antidotes, we have actual studies. When people are giving their own healthcare dollars through HSAs, they spend more money on preventative healthcare. That is what happens. That is a proven number. When we look at elections,
but preventative healthcare is a different thing from losing your job to a virus.
I don't understand what you're talking about. These are people making people. Look, I believe in people. I understand that you don't. I believe that people are smart. And the studies happen to back me up. When people are given control over their own money, they tend to spend money the way that we would hope that they would. Again, HSAs and preventative care are another way. I know the left doesn't believe in political funding, but all of the studies have also shown that political funding doesn't matter as well. That's where we've seen Trump win in the last election, being outspent 2-1, or maybe even 3-1, 4-1. We've seen candidates on the right.
Not by billionaires and super PACs with dark money, Charles.
No, it was most of it was
and dark money
the media
on behalf
cycle.
of Trump were massively outspending. But you've changed the subject here a couple of times. What do you do if only 10 or 15% of the population actually has bought private health, unemployment insurance, and you've got a massive unemployment crisis? You just walk away?
Well, again, I wasn't changing the topic. I was actually bringing in the facts and the studies that have gone with this. So, yes, I did have to bring up other areas, but that's because the left has killed the free market in unemployment insurance. And second off, no, before the government took care of all of our welfare needs and wasted money in the process, there was mutual aid societies. And that actually helped people out and helped people get through hard times.
So you want to go back to the 1920s, the Mutual Aid Society?
Hey, if it was working then, it would work now. And the studies, again, there show if the government's not taking your money, people are willing to give 6 times what they were giving the government.